No.
Yes.
No, Mr. Weaver wants to plead something. No, what? What? He did?
It's a good day.
He did this all?
Brown helped him. Mr. Brown helped him.
No, don't even try that. So.
That's February, March, watch out.
Well, we usually take our granddaughters down spring break.
Oh, that's lazy.
But one of them's getting ready to graduate next year, and the other one the following year. So they kind of outgrown, you know. There's an ice cream place.
It's like you around some people.
Yeah. There's an ice cream place down in Ann Arbor. Oh, that just closed.
All right. 14A, District Court for County of Washington, State of Michigan is now back in session. Now, Judge J. Cedric Simpson.
You may be seated. Court does call the case, People versus Nakia Parker Webb.
Conrad Siller on behalf of Township.
Good morning, may it please the court. My name is PA8515 here on behalf of Nakia Parker Webb, who's here approaching the bench. Ms. Webb, can you
Just running. Did she? She did.
can you please state your name for the record?
Your breath. She just kind of came up and said, never mind.
I'm trying to be efficient, Judge. All right.
Okay. Your name, ma'am.
Nakia Parker Webb.
And what are we doing on?
Your Honor, I was recently appointed to this matter. I did receive some discovery yesterday, just requesting another pretrial date to allow me to review the discovery and have meaningful conversations with my client.
17th or the 1st?
Your Honor, let's see. The first.
P number is 8. She ain't got nothing. Sorry. I shouldn't have said that. First.
The first will work, Your Honor.
Right. I'll adjourn this then to July 1st, 2026, 9 a.m. or if you're invited to case.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, and bond will continue. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Court calls the case People versus Brenda Miles Roberts.
Conrad Siller on behalf of the school township.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Robin McCoy, P63057, on behalf of Ms. Brenda Miles Roberts, who stands to my right. She'll stand mute and waive the reading of the information.
Oh. Ma'am, state your name.
Brenda Miles Roberts.
This is a type for arraignment. Defendant having waived from a reading standing mute, court will enter a not guilty plea. Initially in the case, I do have before me a plea form. Is that what we're doing today?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Plea form indicates that the defendant would be pleading to an added count 2 of operating while visibly impaired, the 93-day offense. Upon her successful plea to that charge, count 1 would be dismissed. That's the court's full understanding of the agreement. Is that correct?
That's correct.
That's correct, Your Honor.
May I have her sworn?
Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear to affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, I do.
State your name, please.
Brenda Miles Roberts.
It's the court's understanding that you're going to plead guilty to the charge of operating while visibly impaired. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days in jail, up to a $300 fine plus court cost. The court could order community service or any rehabilitative services the court deems necessary. Court could order your vehicle immobilized, could order you to pay the cost of the prosecution as well as the cost of any emergency governmental services. You understand all of that?
I do.
Still wish to plead guilty? And to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Did you understand that by pleading guilty, you'll not have a trial of any kind? Yes?
Yes,
Signed an advice of rights form, is that correct?
I did.
Any questions regarding any of those rights?
No.
Please look at paragraph 5 on that copy on the podium. Those are your rights which are part of the trial. You understand that by pleading guilty, you'll be giving up those rights as well as all the rights on that form.
Yes.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of rank.
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole?
No.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today to get you to plead?
No.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No.
You're doing this voluntarily and of your own free will?
I
And also because you believe that you are indeed guilty of this offense?
Yes.
April 19, 2026, at the location of Packard Road, Pittsfield Township, Washington County, operating a motor vehicle.
Yes, I was.
Prior to operating that motor vehicle, you consumed intoxicating liquor.
Yes.
What'd you have and how much?
Wine.
Wine?
Mhm.
All right. Were you stopped by the police or was there an accident?
It was an accident.
What happened?
The light turned yellow and I went through it.
Okay. And then what happened?
It was an accident. A car came out of nowhere, came from the other side.
Okay.
So by the time it was too late for me to stop.
Okay. And so you hit another vehicle? All right. Did the police arrive?
Yes. Huh?
The police arrived?
Yes.
Were you taken to the hospital?
Yes.
All right. Was there a blood draw?
Yes.
What were the results of the blood draw?
173, Your Honor.
That's correct, Your Honor.
0.173. Pam, do you have any reason to dispute those blood test results?
No.
Taking everything into consideration on that date and at that time, do you believe that your ability to operate that motor vehicle was visibly impaired due to your consumption of alcohol?
Yes.
All right. Ma'am, I do have to advise you that if I accept your plea, and between the time I accept your plea and the time of sentencing, if you commit misconduct as defined under the Michigan court rules, you would not be entitled to withdraw your plea, and the court would no longer be bound by any sentence evaluation or recommendation.
Yes, I do, sir.
All right. Counsel, are you aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
Have I complied with the court rule?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will accept the defendant's plea of guilty to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Defendant is referred on Schwartz for an alcohol finance victims impact panel. Sentencing in this matter will be July 8th. July 8th, 2026.
Let's see.
So,
You said 9 a.m.?
yes.
Okay, actually,
Or as your,
for something else.
pardon?
I have something else too with
Oh.
on the 8th. Okay,
Her bond in this case will be set the amount of a $20,000 personal recognizance bond. Although there are standard conditions, including no assaultive behavior or possession of any weapons or anything fashioned to be a weapon. You understand that, ma'am?
Yes, I do, sir.
There is to be no possession or consumption of any alcohol, recreational marijuana, or any illegal drug. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
I will also order that you report over to the Department of Community Corrections for placement on a sober link testing device. Okay.
all right, and Your Honor, I also advise her to look at AA classes, and the car in the situation was totaled, so she doesn't have a car as of now. So,
All right.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
yeah, thank you.
Court calls case People versus Levi Gardner.
Conrad Siller on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Mr. Gardner, Your Honor.
Gardner? Not here.
No, he's right there.
Where again?
Access point.
Okay. Mr. Gardner, can you get yourself unmuted?
Got it.
ours. Got it. State your name.
Levi Gardner.
Thank you. What are we doing?
I request an adjournment to get some paperwork.
I'll adjourn this matter to July 1st, 2026, 9 a.m.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Gardner.
Okay, thank you.
Court calls case of the People versus Quadric Gilliam.
Conrad Siller on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
And Assistant Public Defender Nicholas Bukovich on behalf of Mr. Gilliam, who should be appearing via Zoom.
Yes. Gilliam, can you state your name, please, sir?
Quadric Gilliam.
All right. I have before me a plea form.
Yeah, that's correct, Your Honor.
Indicates the defendant will be pleading to an ad account 2 of allowing an unauthorized person to operate a motor vehicle. the 90-day offense. Upon a successful plea to that charge, count one would be dismissed. That's the court's full understanding.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Sir, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
State your name again, please.
Roger Gilliam.
Sir, it is this court's understanding that you're going to plead guilty to the charge of allowing an eligible driver to operate a motor vehicle. That's a misdemeanor, punishable by up to 90 days incarceration and $100 fine plus court costs. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. And understanding all of that, still wish to plead guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
And to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
And you understand that by pleading guilty, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Yes.
You signed an advice of rights form or had one signed on your behalf?
Yes.
Any questions regarding any of those rights?
No, sir.
You understand that you're waiving or giving up those rights, including the rights under paragraph 5, your trial rights.
Yes, sir.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole?
Yes.
Okay, were you on probation or parole at the time of this offense?
Yes.
You understand that this could be considered a violation of your probation.
Yes.
You understand that as such, that other court could sentence you to the maximum allowable under that other charge.
Yes.
And understanding that, you still wish to plead guilty to this charge.
Yes.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today to get you to plead?
No, sir.
Has anybody threatened you or coerced you?
No, sir.
You're doing this voluntarily and of your own free will?
Yes.
Are you also doing it because you believe that you're guilty of this offense, sir?
Yes.
On July 17, 2025, at the location of Carpenter Road, Pittsfield Township, Washington County, State of Michigan, did you have custody or control of a motor vehicle?
Yeah.
Did you allow someone who was otherwise ineligible, maybe inclusive of yourself, to operate that motor vehicle?
Yes.
Counsel, have I complied with the court rule? Would it be proper to accept this defendant's plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will accept the defendant's plea to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Sir, anything you want to tell the court before I impose sentence?
No, Your Honor.
Fines and costs of $250. Suspend 90 days in jail. When can you get that paid, sir?
Can I get about a month and a half?
Okay. Can you get it paid by the end of July? Give you a little bit more time than that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, because I don't know what that month and a half is. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, just give you the whole month. Pay it by July 31st.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome, sir. You take care.
Thank you, you too.
Court calls case, People versus Joshua Hamlet.
Catherine Sullivan on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Mr. Hamlet.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning, sir. It's afternoon, but whatever. What's your name?
Joshua Hamlet.
Thank you. All right, what are we doing?
Your Honor, I'm requesting an adjournment.
Okay, getting fed.
Try to talk to him, and I called him a couple of times.
Turn to July 1st, 2026, 9 a.m.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Take care.
Court calls case, People versus Larry Hawkins III.
Catherine Sullivan on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
And Assistant Public Defender Nicholas Bukovich on behalf of Mr. Hawkins.
Larry Hawkins.
No objection from the defense.
You are so lucky today. Case is dismissed.
Don't worry, Mr. Hawkins will be there.
No, okay, yeah. Court calls the case, People versus Alicia Holston.
Hunter Consola on behalf of Township.
And Assistant Public Defender Nicholas Bukovich on behalf of Ms. Holston, who should be appearing via Zoom.
Hi, I'm Alicia
Ma'am?
Holston.
Okay, you got it. Thank you.
Hi.
All right, what are we doing?
I'll be asking for adjournment, Your Honor. My client, unfortunately, recently had some instabilities in her housing situation. She believes she wants to accept the prosecutor's offer here, but she wants to make sure to be successful on probation in the future, as it is a higher offer. She just needs a little bit more time to figure some things out.
July 1st, 2026, 9 a.m. All right, young lady.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Court calls cases, People versus Justin Mosier.
Hunter Consola on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Mr. Mo. Your Honor,
Yes, sir.
he's over at the jailhouse.
What?
He's at the jail. So we're
What?
going to request.
Our jail?
Yes, sir. So I was going to request adjournment anyway,
How do you know he's there?
because I went to see him. Got a PC tomorrow with you too. So I was just going to request adjournment on this case.
Turn it to June 17th, 2026, 9 a.m.
Thank you.
Court calls case, People versus Richardson.
Hunter Consola on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
And Assistant Public Defender Nicholas Bukovich on behalf of Mr. Sims. I have no excuse for my client's lack of appearance today, Your Honor. I did attempt to contact him, so I'll be requesting an adjournment.
And warrant will issue for defendant's failure to appear. Bond is set in the amount of $5,000. Like with 10% privilege, that warrant will issue. Court calls case, People versus Eric James Smith.
Hunter Consola on behalf of Township.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Mr. Smith, Your Honor. Can you introduce yourself?
Eric Smith.
Your Honor, requesting adjournment. We're trying to get some paperwork over to Mr. Silla.
Adjourn matter to July 1st, 2026, 9 a.m. Bond continues.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Court calls case, People versus Jeffrey Thompson.
Hunter Consola on behalf of Township.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Mr. Thompson. Can you unmute?
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yep, we can hear you.
Oh,
How
hi,
are you,
Judge Simpson.
Thompson?
I'm okay. I started a new medication last week for bipolar, so it's been really helpful. Waiting to see what we're going to do with liver enzymes and whatnot, because it may counteract like some of the other things I'm on for something else that you knew was going on. So, but yeah, I'm pretty good. It's the only thing was I haven't had an opportunity to touch base with the attorney there. There was a delay in getting the assessment done for the driver's license. So we're waiting on that right now. That's the only thing that I haven't had a chance to talk with the lawyer about.
You okay, but you haven't had a chance to talk with your attorneys.
No, not yet. He called, but I was at my mom's place when he called, and I believe it may have been yesterday. I don't remember. I've got the voicemail now.
All
but
right.
I showed up early today because I thought I was supposed to be there at 9. And Ann was texting back on Zoom. I was like, oh man, I always screw it up. And I screwed it up last week because I was supposed to be in the Ann Arbor. I guess I was supposed to be in the Ann Arbor court. I showed up at your court and I was like, oh boy. So
All right.
I guess
that's
the lady's trying to help me trying to get that rescheduled, but I felt really bad afterwards. So Joy and Casey and a couple other people were aware of it. It's just like, I'm so used to coming to see you in that courtroom. And it's like, even now, even on Zoom, I still get nervous. I'm like sitting here like gnawing away at my fingers. So I'm sorry.
Okay, no, it's
Everybody-
all right, Mr. Thompson. All right, look, you're good. You need an adjournment then on this?
Please.
All right. I'll adjourn it out of bounds to July 1st, 2026, 9 a.m. All right, Mr. Thompson?
Okay. Thank you,
And
Mr. Simpson. I appreciate it.
You're looking well.
Yeah, I feel a lot better. It's still like we still need to get. The scary part is like just getting, like with the psych meds, is getting the liver enzymes in check. So
Yeah,
and right now with
Yep.
the other thing going on too, which medically I think you're aware of, it's
yeah,
I feel a
Yeah.
lot better from where I was several weeks ago. So
yes, there we go. But you're looking good.
thank
All right?
you.
Keep
Okay,
that
thanks
up.
to Ann
See-
too and the attorney there. I really appreciate it.
All right, not a problem, sir. We'll see
Thank
you in
you, guys.
July.
Okay, thank
Take
you.
care.
Bye.
Hi. Take care.
Court calls the case People versus Travion Weaver.
Counter and solar on Atkins.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good. Your name?
Travion Weaver.
Okay. Mr. Weaver, you are.
Your Honor, maybe I can speed it up.
Okay.
I'm gonna move this case.
No,
Yes.
no, Mr. Weaver wants to plead something. No, what? What? You did, he did?
It's a good day.
He did this all?
Brown helped him. Mr. Brown helped.
No, don't even try that. So,
Yep.
he's like,
Well, it's one of them that
Yeah. He came in with all of his documents and stuff? So you, sir?
I was prepared.
Yes, sir.
My mom always told me come prepared, so I can't.
All right. So you have no objection to it being dismissed?
No, not at all.
And I'll tell you what, it gives me great pleasure just to say case dismissed. You take care of yourself.
You too.
All
Your
right.
Honor, not to interject.
Oh, yeah.
He wants to get his bond money back. Oh yeah, I forgot I had to put a bond.
Oh, no, we don't give money back.
We don't do that.
We don't do all that here.
Now,
We don't get a dismissal and that. No, what, oh, you did post, how much did you post? 260? I wonder.
I think I did it to 14A2.
No, I don't. I see $2,500 cash surety, 10% bound SAT, but I don't see. When did you pay it? Can I see what it said?
That's the receipt.
Oh, okay. You got the receipt. So you paid 250 and you paid it over on Michigan Avenue.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. When did you do that? May 1st. So it should be here. You know that way. It should be here by now. Of course, I'm not going to have a problem with you getting your money back. So you'll need to stop out at the front counter.
Okay.
And just show them the receipt and tell them that you'd like your, I'm going to put it in the file so there won't be an issue.
Right. So they'll go down there. Well, he didn't tell us that. And
Yeah. So I'm going to put it here, return bond. And so they should be able to help you out with that.
okay.
Posted it over there. It should be over here. We can help. Otherwise, you may have to go over there to get.
Back to Michigan. Okay.
Yeah, but
All right.
all right,
Thank you. Appreciate it.
not a problem. Appreciate you taking care of business. That's it for the whole day? Wow, I'm efficient. Everybody's waiting on me. All right, 14A stands adjourned. Thank you. All rise.
I know.
Yes. Ms. Norman, you may give your opening statement.
Your Honor, this case concerns the condition of the rental property during my tenancy and the claims have subsequently been made against me. The evidence will show that the property has significant documented deficiencies, including conditions identified by the township inspector and issues relating to the property's certificate of occupancy. The evidence will further show that these conditions were known during the tenancy and were the subject of communicating partners. I will present inspection records, photographs, communications, testimony regarding the condition of the property, the circumstances surrounding my tenancy, and the damage now being claimed against me. I believe that the evidence will show that the claims against me are not supported by the facts, and that we feel the property is an important part of the court's consideration in this matter. At the conclusion of the case, I would respectfully request the return of my security deposit, reimbursement of my staff, travel expenses, any costs permitted by law, and such other as the form deems appropriate based on the evidence presented.
Thank you. Sir, what did you want to tell me about the case? You don't have to ask yourself questions. I may have questions regarding it, but well, before you start, was there a move-in checklist?
Yes, there was.
And you have it?
You should have a copy of it there.
Do you have a copy for the court?
I do.
You only see the copy that you have and then show it to Miss Norman and then to the court.
The first copy is my beginning, when she moved in, and second copy.
Or what?
Pardon me?
The first copy is what?
There's three copies here. It's my copy of the inventory sheet that I fill out, and the second copy is her, what she filled out.
Show that to Miss Norman.
Yeah, I have it, Your Honor.
All right. All right, go ahead. What else do you want to tell me?
So in regards to the previous case, what she had said this morning, at the hearing, she thought the whole, case was settled. She thought that was everything. And after that, there was no appeal within that 3-day window. Money was paid, in that prior case, into escrow. And that money was distributed to myself and to her to cover water bill. This case, the only issue is in regards to money for deposit and that against the damages. I believe it would be inappropriate to open any issues from that prior case in regards to payment that she's made. We both signed the agreement of the consent judgment, and that was approved by the court also. So I think the issue here is clear. It's the damages that I've documented and the amount that she paid, that we have a receipt for. The deposit was $1,050, not the $3,500 that she's claiming.
Go back, and if that's all if you have, I want to go through damages again. The original security deposit charges that you sent claimed the rent, right?
I did not hear what you said.
Your original document regarding the security deposit and claim for damages included on that rent for for the months of November and December in a total amount of $6,600, which was well after the judgment that was entered, right?
Yes. I believe that's, that original one includes the month of November.
Which was not chargeable pursuant to the agreement,
Pardon me?
which is not properly chargeable pursuant to the agreement.
That's correct. And that's why this,
Well, that's why it wasn't chargeable, correct?
correct.
Then it comes down and it says cover the cost of damages, haul away. And then the dump fee. You have $1,090. How do you arrive at that figure?
You have that paper in front of you, Mason, please, I didn't hear. Oh, yeah. What was that, your question again?
The first list of damages you had covered cost to cover damages, haul away or haul out and haul away. You do 10.25 hours plus 65 dump fee, and you come to a total of $1,090. How do you calculate that fee?
How
do you calculate that fee?
$100 per hour for the labor. And
who did the labor?
Pardon me?
Who did the labor?
It was myself and two fellows that worked with me.
So how much was being charged per hour?
$100 per man hour. Like the lease call.
So $300 an hour.
What?
$300 an hour.
If there's three people working.
Well, that's what you just said.
Well, there were three people working at it.
So is that what was charged here? I'm trying to figure out how I get to this figure.
It was $100 per man hour. There were three people working. And it was just,
so that's $300 an hour.
You want to figure it that way, yeah.
What do you mean if I want to figure it that way?
Well, the lease.
I don't care what the lease says. I'm trying to figure out who's there.
It was myself.
So if there are you and two people, that's three people.
Right.
You charge $300. You charge for each person $100 an hour.
Correct.
So how long did each person work?
How long did my hearing is not that great, and you got your head down. How long is what work? How long do we work at that?
If you need hearing assisted equipment, we can get it for you so that you can hear my question.
That'd be good. All right.
Cost to cover damages. How was that 1,090 calculated? How many hours did each person work?
We each worked about 3 hours on that. I believe this is one of the math comes out to.
Well, about 3 hours, or you work 3 hours?
Well, it would be I think it was well, I had a total of 10.5 hours.
I see what's there. I can read.
Between
what I'm trying to figure out is what did each person work?
Each I don't know, I don't have the exact breakdown of that right here of each what between the three of us. It was 10.
How do you get that if I don't have an exact breakdown of what each one worked? Because you're charging per man hour.
Right. And I had
so if there's two other people there, there's you, and then there's a worker and another worker. So how many hours did you work?
I worked about 3 hours on that.
Worker one, how many hours did they work?
Um, 3.25, 3.5, I'm not sure exactly.
And the other worker, what'd they work?
Around 3 hours, 3.25 hours.
What proof do you have that they worked that time?
Well, I have all their payroll documentation that they noted on what they did and how long they worked at.
Where do you have that with you?
I do not.
And the person's not here.
No.
So the only thing that I have proof is your testimony of 3 hours.
Well, yes, of what I worked. And I'm testifying that they also worked, and it was a total of 10.25 hours.
But they're not here to testify what they did.
And I'm testifying that what
I hear what you're doing. You can argue with me all day. They're not here.
right, they are not.
The blind replacement. What was wrong with the blinds?
If you look at the pictures that I submitted, they were all damaged, missing. The slats on them were all imaged and in this.
Which particular photos?
Well, photo number 1 shows 2 damaged blinds. Photo number 2 shows a blind missing.
So that's 2 blinds?
Photo 4 shows a blind missing.
Well, I don't know what photo number 4 is. These are all different windows?
These are all different windows, yes.
So I see a close-up of a blind. I then see, and I don't see damage on photo 14. So in 13, I see damage to blinds. On photo 14, I don't see damage at all.
Right in the very center of that slat has got a crack in it.
All right. Then on photo 18.
Yeah, you can see there's several slats that are missing.
Photo 19.
A slat missing out of that. That was on a door.
Where are the other ones?
Photo number 42 shows all the boxes and how many blinds I've.
That's fine. I'm looking for damages. I did.
All right.
Where's the damages?
Well, like I say, photo 1, there's 2 there. An additional one on photo 2. An additional one on photo 4.
Where on photo 2 do I have blinds?
It's a window, and
I see that.
there's no blinds on that. It's missing. There were blinds there when she moved in.
Would you agree with that? On photo 2, that there were blinds in all the windows?
I don't agree with that damage claim.
Not asking that.
Okay.
Photo 2 says missing blinds. Do you agree that that blind is missing? Sounds okay. Which photo are you looking at, man?
This is 5 and 6, 7 and 8.
Got it. But the one right, do you have a picture right before that? Or the first one, maybe?
Mine starts with 5 and 6, 7, 8.
Gotcha. So look on the very back. Do you have one?
I do not. These are individuals.
Got it. Mr. Can you do this from? I'll need it back up here, but. Can you show her that one? You see 1 and 2?
Yeah.
That's okay. Did in photo 2, was there a blind in that window?
There may have been a blind in that window. The one with the curtain on it?
Yeah.
There may have been a blind in that.
Okay. All right. Fair.
You're on all windows had blinds. If you look at my storage sheet, each of those rooms, indicate window and blinds detail, and it shows that.
I asked her, was there a blind? She didn't say no, there wasn't a blind. She said there may have been a blind.
Oh, I know, I'm just saying that.
Well, I know what you're saying, but I got her answer. I have your answer. So I count 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I count 8 blinds. Most.
That's what.
And I'm not sure photo 13 and 14 are the same blind.
No, those are not. That,
All right. How much were the blinds?
the blinds were $111.35.
Do you have a receipt?
I do not.
How much were they each?
They are about $10, $12 a piece, depending on the size, usually.
But you have no receipt for those.
I did not bring it.
Okay.
When I compiled all this, I put it into this document. File those.
Cost of obscure spray removal. Oh, what is that?
If you look at picture number. picture number 37. The living room window had something on it. Bathroom window had something on it, sprayed to make it obscure.
Miss Norman, did you put something on the window? You did. Okay. How long did that take to remove?
I don't know.
Screen repair and installation, 1 hour?
Yes,
How many screens?
I believe there were 2 that needed attention. There's a picture of that. Picture number 1. And back here, there's screen missing. Number 8. And picture number 8 and 9, same a window there.
Cost of replacement doors and installation. How much is actual labor?
The labor was $1,775.
That wasn't labor to put in the doors.
That was the labor to return it to the condition when she took possession.
I don't know what that means. You talking about replacement doors. Where are they in these photos?
Where are they
in the photos? What numbers?
Okay, number 6 is the front bedroom. There was no door there when I took possession of it. And there is a photo number photo number 50. What happened in the master bedroom? The door was completely missing.
Is Norman, you see those?
I see them, yes.
Were those doors removed?
Yeah,
You
I did not remove them.
were they there when you moved in? Were they there when you left?
No.
Okay. So who do you think removed the doors?
Could have been anybody. We were moving out and there were scratches on the door.
Okay, I got you. Do you have a receipt for the doors, sir?
I do not have that.
How did we calculate this 17.5 hours?
That's the labor that it took to get 2 doors hanging in those 2 openings again and sealing them with.
When the doors are on the premises, I cannot believe I have installed doors. There's no way it takes that long to do a door.
The doors were not on the premises. They were completely gone. I had to buy new doors.
Okay, I get you. But when you have doors there to put up, it didn't take 17.75 hours.
It did.
Explain to me that whole process that took 17.5 hours.
Okay. These are 2-bedroom doors. The front bedroom door is 30-inch wide, 6'8" high. The bathroom door was probably a 28-inch wide, 6'8" high. They were oak doors, oak hollow core doors. I needed to go and.
But I don't have. But again, I don't have the receipt for that.
No, I don't have a receipt other than what I've got written here. This is the receipt.
Where did you go to get the doors?
I ordered those from Home Depot. So I had to order those. It's not a stock door. I had to make another trip back to pick those doors up, deliver them to the site. You have to bevel the edges. You have to drill the hole for the lock. You have to mortise the hinges into the door.
But I don't know if you brought, I can't tell from this or anything that you have, whether you bought pre-drilled doors or you bought new blank doors.
A new slab is what I bought.
I can't tell that because I don't have a receipt.
Well, my testimony is it's a blank slab.
I hear that, but you're telling me that, but I don't have a receipt for the doors you purchased. Right?
Right.
Once the doors were on the premises, how many of these hours were spent putting these doors up?
I would say probably about 15 to 16 hours.
To do 2 doors.
To plane them, cut them, reseal them. 3 coats of polyurethane on it.
2 doors.
Yes.
Did you do all that yourself?
I had one of my carpenters do that.
And how long did they work?
They were about 16 hours on that.
So you didn't do any of this?
I delegated it to them.
So where are they to testify that they spent that much time on these doors?
They're not here. I'm testifying that that's what it costs to replace.
You watched them do that for 16 hours?
Yeah, that and their
You
time.
watched them for 16 hours?
I was on the job site when this was happening. I wasn't.
Did they do anything else?
No, that I had.
They did just the doors.
Just the doors. That was the task that I assigned them.
But they're not here to testify. Because I'm finding that hard to believe.
Well, and what is the testimony that says that it should be anything less?
Well, I'm finding it hard to believe that you spent 16 hours on 2 doors. Where I don't have the receipt for the door. I don't know whether they're pre-drilled. I know nothing about these doors. Nothing. Why don't I have the receipt for your materials?
I didn't pull that together when I wrote this up. When I wrote this up, I think.
Then where did the 211.47 come from?
That is the material for the doors, and polyurethane.
So where's the receipt that backs that up?
Where is that? That is in my office.
Cost of new locks and labor to install. Which locks are these?
There's 4 locks to a garage, 2 garage doors. There's 2 locks to a back door, and there's 1 lock to the front door. They're all exterior locks or exterior doors.
Do I have a receipt for those?
I do not.
Do you have the final water bill?
I do,
Do you have it with you?
I do.
Have it, Your Honor.
You want to help them? That's fine. What? Yeah, what does your final bill read?
This was sent to me by Cindy at Pittsfield Township. I called her personal.
When?
I have to check my email, but it was not too long ago.
Okay. No, that's fine.
Yeah.
So
This is. Here is the bills that water bill paid. Um. This is not the big one that she had. Oregon. Here it is.
no, just give me that one right now. So when this doesn't tell me the final bill.
Well, there's something under 1,500 and some dollars.
Your sheet says $131.89 for a final water bill.
Well,
hold on a second. But the water bill was taken care of in the last case.
the large portion of it was.
No, clearly the transcript says for the water bill.
The escrow returned $1,500 to me for the water bill. That did not pay the total dollar amount of that water bill.
Okay,
There
so,
was an additional,
so then there's $81.89, which you're saying is owing in excess of the 1,500.
I believe those are the numbers.
And then you're gonna charge a $50 administrative fee.
That's what the lease calls for.
No. All right. So if anything, it's $81.89. But the way I read that last case, you got $1,500 for the water bill.
Towards the water bill.
That's not what it says.
Right, well,
Cost of fridge drawer, which
there is that it is picture number 39. You can see the crack on the front face of that drawer.
$127 or basically $126.89. Do you have a receipt for that?
I don't. It's outrageous what these companies charge for replacement parts.
There's some landlords.
And
So do you have a receipt?
I do not. And there's no labor involved with that.
Shocked. Cost of writing on walls, floors, chalkboard, and furniture. 8 hours, 75 for solvents and paint. Do you have receipts for the solvent and paints?
I do not. That was some materials that I already owned. So I don't have a receipt where I went out and bought that, but that was
So how did we charge 75?
because I took probably a gallon of paint, solvent to get that out of there. You know, if I had a job like this, I'm not gonna run up and buy every little 4 screws for this, 2 that.
Yeah, but at some point it's charged to a job and not 50 billion jobs.
Well, it's part of my inventory, so that I'm well equipped to go and do this without running the store.
Who did this?
I did some, my helpers did that some, and I hired a lady to come and do some cleaning also.
None of those people except for yourself are here to testify?
That's correct.
How do you come up with the 8 hours?
That was what I looked at from the hours by my crew and my notes from what I put in.
Do we have that?
I don't have all those details of that. I could overwhelm you with that kind of paperwork if you really wanted it, but
This is your case. I don't get overwhelmed easy. So I don't. Plumbing part of repairs.
okay. That
$425.53.
let me expand on what she said this morning in court in regards to the plumbing issues on this. She had mentioned plastic bags under a wall and a leak in a basement. That was from a previous tenant who had put plastic bags underneath the wall because there was a leak in the front corner of the building where DTE replaced the gas line. They replaced the gas line and damaged the foundation waterproofing. Shortly after she moved in, I finally got a hold of DTE and got them out there. We exposed that foundation and corrected that water leak. It was a real random water leak that would come in one spot right where the gas meter was. That was the one issue that she had mentioned this morning. The other thing she mentioned was this leak from the bathtub.
So why am I talking about this? I'm trying to figure out what you're charging here for what.
Well, and I'm going to get to that right now.
Are you going to? Good.
There was she had a bathtub that was not draining properly. Someone in her family decided to make a self-help repair on that. And what they did is they damaged the drain on it. They certainly got the water to drain out of the bathtub. They broke the drain at the bottom of the bathtub and all that water.
Do I have a picture of that?
If you look to the back of this, let's see. And, showing the drywall damage and repair, which is, if you look at photo 24, fire damage over the closet door. And
that was caused from whom?
I don't know exactly who. I think it was maybe her son-in-law or the daughter's boyfriend. I'm not sure who actually worked on the plumbing, but they damaged the pipe and basically broke the where the water comes out of the tub.
Did we have a plumber come in to fix that, or you have a plumber come in to fix that?
I did that personally. And what was involved with there was replacing a drain part, a fitting to put that together. If you look at
It took you 4 hours to do that?
4 hours on the let's see, plenty of period. Yeah, 4 hours on 6/17.
That's why she was in the premises.
Pardon me?
That's why she was in the premises at the time.
She had been in there several months. This was not there when she moved in. This was after she moved in. She moved in March, whatever it was.
I know, but these aren't damages you discovered after she left in October.
No, I was aware of them on.
Then they would have been subsumed into the other case.
No, because I was not claiming damages on the other case.
But your damages pursuant to your lease become part of rent. So if these are damages you're claiming in June and the agreement covers through October, why are you coming up with this afterwards? Why wouldn't that have been put on her ledger?
Because I didn't finish. She wouldn't let me into the house to do this repair, for one thing.
So did you get into that? So did you do the repair in June or no?
No, I did that after she moved out.
Hold on. You're not telling me the truth because your document says plumbing repair, 4 hours labor on June 17th, 2024.
Oh, okay. I did the repair so the bathtub was operational.
So now you did the repair.
I did that repair on that date. And then
but I thought you said she wouldn't let you in.
I misspoke.
Oh.
She let me in. I did that repair on the plumbing pipe that was leaking. And the drywall repair and the moisture down there that's what she would not let me come back into to repair. And the drywall repair was all done after she moved out.
Cost to dry out moisture. What is that?
This had a bunch of moist drywall and whatnot, and the way you get rid of that is you get product dowel flake, which is
I know what it is.
it's okay. And you put that in buckets that absorb that moisture out of the air, and that's how you dry out a job like that. I had an hour and a half.
But the doubt, an hour and a half of what? Putting it into the bucket?
To go and get the material, get to the job site and set this thing up. An hour and a half involved with doing that.
Cost of carpentry, drywall and painting. I don't know how any of, you just put $1,200. I don't know where I get that.
Well, if you look at picture number 40, you'll see the drywall that's been torn out. And the door that had to be removed, and that drywall had to be patched and repaired, painted and finished.
Who? But that just shows after work has started. What it looked like before. I don't.
If you go back to picture number 24, shows what that looks like after this bathtub leak.
But hold it. All of that was something that you were aware of on the prior case.
Yes.
So why wasn't that assumed into the other case?
I don't know. My lawyer at that time said, to keep this case simple, do a possession rather than the damage issues. Oh, and actually, she was still.
But if you had, go ahead, but she was still what?
She still was occupying the property. I didn't have any total, or I didn't have a total of what damages were going to be. So it just wasn't something that hadn't been repaired yet, as far as the drywall.
That's everything from that list. Sir, can you explain to me how you think a security deposit's applied to damages?
How the security deposit is applied to damages?
Yeah.
Well, it is. I understand I have to have a judgment towards the damages to technically apply that or to withhold that security deposit. It's not automatic unless the landlord and tenant agree to a settlement.
Was she billed separately for the security deposit?
No, it was part of the money that she was paying when she first moved in.
So how do I know of the amount she paid? How do I know what is security deposit and what is not?
Well, we have documentation of how much she paid and when she paid it. She paid an additional $4,000 into my account, and then at the time she moved in, she paid me $1,050, which was not enough to cover all the costs of what the lease.
Yeah, but why was it split the way that it was?
She made that payment when she was on the west side of the state, and then when she got there,
How come 2,500 of the 4,000 wasn't applied to the security deposit?
this, well, when she paid the $4,000, that first thing goes to rent. According to what the lease terms say, where the money is allocated.
Right. But so if she gave you money, it goes to everything before rent and the deposit.
It does, according to the lease terms, but I did not charge her anything other than rent and a deposit. There are no late fees. There's no any other charges against money that she paid me.
Anything else you want to tell me?
Let me go through the photographs to document the condition that
Yeah, but you're not charging her for that.
I am charging her for the cost of returning it to the condition it was, other than the normal wear and tear, is what I'm charging.
But the document you sent her, this specific thing that I just went through.
Yeah.
So why am I hearing about the photos?
Hearing about the what?
Why am I going to hear about the photos?
Because I want you to understand.
I understand
What I have.
everything. Why am I hearing about them? You gave your delineation of damages for which I have no receipts, which I have very few receipts. I have very few anything regarding it. I don't know what benefit the photos do for me.
Help you understand the damages that her family caused to this property and what it took to correct those damages.
I don't need a description of the photos. I went through the photos that I went through. I mean, they're part of what I have here, but I don't know that you sent her a specific list of damages. I went through each one of those damages. I don't know what the photos do for me.
All right.
Anything else?
Well, I think she has caused a lot of damages, cost me a lot of money. And I don't think it's something that she should be able to not cover that cost.
If you handled her security deposit improperly, do you believe that you should, pursuant to that statute, owe her double security deposit?
I don't know that I handled her deposit incorrectly. Can you, what is that part of that statute about, the security deposit?
Well, it's a failure to return the security deposit, number one. But the other part is you did not put her social security deposit or her security deposit in a separate account. You didn't even tell her in the lease, the financial institution at which you were keeping her.
That is in my lease.
Where is it?
Um,
But it's not in a separate account. It's commingled with your monies, right?
Yes. It went into, America Bank. Was it, on number 12, on page 3, name of it, financial institutional deposit held as America Bank here in Parkway at Washington.
Is that where the 1,000 went?
Yes,
Into your account,
yes,
not into a separate account.
yes.
All right, anything else?
No.
Norman, anything you want to say?
Yes.
Go ahead.
May I use that as reference?
Which,
The pamphlets,
this?
just to kind of quickly respond to that.
Sure, I'll need a copy of that. We'll get a copy afterwards. I want a copy because
So first I want to address the security deposit. I did, deposit $4,000 into Comerica Bank. 3,300 I thought was going to grant the other $700
went to the security.
security, in addition to the $1,050 that I paid him in cash that he, for his testimony, said that he put in Comerica Bank. I continue to make payments to him because per the ledger, he had this payment plan to get everything together. And that was the amount of $2,230 every 2 weeks I was paying him.
Did you pay that?
Yes, I did. And I have my money orders and such here.
$2,200.
And $30 every 2 weeks.
So basically, each month you were paying $4,460.
Correct.
3,300 of that would be rent.
Correct.
Which means you were paying an additional, well, even on that first month, you would have paid an additional $1,160. Which would have brought you to $2,950 on just the first month, but then you would have been over on the second month. Or after 4 weeks.
Your Honor, that was his solution that he.
Right. No, that's fine. Let me stop you for a moment. What happened to the extra money she was paying?
She did, what she stated was what we had tried to put together in an agreement. That's not the amount that she paid. What she paid was on May 1st, $2,000.
May 1st.
thousand, and you've got this, alleged.
Sir, go ahead.
May 13th, she paid $230.01. And then May 28th, she paid 2,000 even. That is all she paid.
Is that correct, ma'am?
No, I have those receipts. And I also have text messages.
Hold on. Where are your bank records that indicate her deposits?
I believe I have copies of her. She gave me money orders or 4 cashier's checks at $500 each. Is what she gave me. I believe I have a copy of those. See that? But she was, again, when we first started this lease, she was having a hard time getting her money out of her bank the way she was banking, and had a limit on how much she could pull out per day.
Okay, that's fine.
Go to.
So the extra 7, you admitted she paid 4,000. The extra 700, did that go toward her security deposit?
Looking at the numbers now, you're absolutely right. So her security deposit was actually 1,750.
You really have no idea, do you? I mean, that's part of the reason security deposit is kept separately, because that's the tenant's money. That's not the landlord's money to have and or to use till the end. So if that's the case, and now you concede that the 1750, the damage sheet that you sent was incorrect. It was incorrect on a number of levels. It was incorrect, one, because the damage sheet included rent, which you negotiated away during the first case. Then it only gave her credit for $1,150, which, or from $1,050, where there was an additional 700. That again wasn't placed in a separate account. Norman, anything else?
Yeah, I just wanted to hit the highlights on those damages.
I don't need it.
You don't?
I don't need it. Mr. Allen, could I get this sheet there? Anything else, Ms. Norman?
Some of that.
What started as a routine court docket quickly turned into a day filled with plea deals, dismissals, second chances, and stern warnings from the bench. One of the most notable moments came when Brenda Miles Roberts appeared in court to resolve an alcohol-related driving case. After being placed under oath, she admitted to consuming wine before getting behind the wheel and becoming involved in a traffic accident. The judge carefully reviewed her rights, confirmed that her plea was voluntary, and accepted her guilty plea to a reduced misdemeanor charge. The court then ordered alcohol-related evaluations, a victim impact panel, and strict bond conditions, including no alcohol use and regular monitoring until sentencing. As the session continued, several defendants requested adjournments while attorneys gathered evidence, reviewed discovery materials, or worked through personal challenges affecting their cases. Some were granted additional time, while others faced more serious consequences. One defendant failed to appear entirely, prompting the judge to issue a warrant and set bond conditions for his arrest. The message was clear: if you ignore your court date, the court will not ignore you. Another memorable moment involved a defendant who openly discussed struggles with medical treatment and anxiety while trying to navigate the court process. Rather than reacting harshly, the judge listened carefully, acknowledged the progress being made, and granted additional time to resolve outstanding issues. It was a rare glimpse of the human side of the courtroom, where judges balance accountability with understanding.